I want y'all to take a look at this picture right here. These boys right here from North Philly. I want y'all to take a hard look. Seven. I'm sorry, 12. 12 dudes. 12. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Damn, I'm wrong. 17. I was wrong on both numbers. Damn, I wish the number was lower. Now, if you take a look, okay, we got a Tamika Villa. But when you look at everybody, look at them. These are the senior citizens that just got locked up for drug trafficking. I call them senior citizens. You know why? Look at them. They all old. All. Ain't nobody on here young. Ain't nobody no young boy. All these bulls are old as dirt. Operation Cocaine and Coffee. You see that, right? Operation Cocaine and Coffee. This goes to show you no matter how old you get, you still ain't grow up. I don't know if they thought they was back in the 80s, early 2000s. I don't know what they thought, but cats out here telling on everything. Check this out. This sad. Let's hear this.
Meanwhile, cocaine and coffee, it's quite the headline. It is also the name of an operation state and local leaders say took down a North Philly drug trafficking ring. CBS News Philadelphia's Dan Snyder is outside police headquarters this afternoon with the very latest details. Good afternoon to you, Dan.
El Ciafa, good afternoon to you. More than a dozen people have been arrested as part of an organization that officials say wreaked havoc on a North Philadelphia community for years. And one of the alleged hubs of this organization, a coffee shop. This unassuming business near the corner of Cumberland and Cleveland Streets in North Philly was actually a front for a drug trafficking organization, according to law enforcement leaders.
There's no cash register at the coffee shop.
Yeah, so there's no cash register at the coffee shop.
We were out there the day the warrants were searched. There was no coffee bots at the coffee shop.
Pennsylvania Attorney General Dave Sunday announced the arrests of 17 people, including the group's alleged leader, Louis Alexander.
Drugs were sold there. Cocaine was cooked and packaged upstairs.
Investigators served dozens of search warrants last week, seizing pounds of cocaine, crack, marijuana, and other drugs. 27 guns were also confiscated, plus thousands of dollars in cash. Investigators say this group has terrorized the neighborhood for well over a decade.
I could search through old documents I have talking about 18th and Cumberland, Cleveland and Cumberland, and this drug trafficking organization going back to 2012, 2011.
The joint operation involved the AG's office, Philly PD, state police, the ATF, and more. Police thank community members for their tips over the years.
You know what happened? Let me tell you what happened. I had to be there. I know the area. See, this thing, man. Like you got the JBM back in the day, and you see how a lot of these crews used to operate. You can tell from this crew, they was operating efficiently. But it comes a time where as though technology catches up, people talk because there's probably things that's being carried out. Now, mind you, we're looking at some old dudes right now. But when you're looking at these dudes, you can tell they probably get busy. And not only get busy, you see where they at. They up in North Philly. They in a bad area. Badlands, baby. And when you look at the area, you look at all the guns. These cats ain't got all this going on for nothing. And you see it's 17 of them. Which means if it's 17 of them, it's a little bit probably more, a couple more people that's linked on, but they might not get them. They might not. Because most likely they probably got the top people, even the leader. But you don't know. At the end of the day, they've been doing a nice little sweep before the summertime in Philly. They've been doing it. They took around the I forgot the gang up in North Philly. I mean not North Philly and West Philly. They're making a sweep. I don't know what's going on, but they trying to clean up the streets. People are tired of seeing the same stuff, but at the end of the day, this is the thing too. We in a crazy economy. Cats ain't just walking around here being outside and you looking at places that you like, wait a minute, there ain't no goddamn coffee shop. That's too noticeable. It's too noticeable to have a coffee shop and not to be selling no bagels or anything. And people go to these shops, you know what I mean? Go to the coffee shop in order to get coffee or get a breakfast sandwich, and you're not even selling that. So your front ain't even looking like a real front. Only on the outside, you got a damn picture. Coffee shop. Really? You can search anything online and find out if they sell good products. I wonder what their reviews say. They probably have none. Matter of fact, they don't. Why? You think the feds did not know? They was probably building up a case. Damn, yo.
Getting an arrest here and there, that matters and it counts, but really this is about having a long-term impact on a neighborhood.
And now with the organization gone, police say it leads to new opportunities.
And so now it's time for the community that's there to step up and take hold of their neighborhood, and we're going to help them do that.
First off, they not helping them take back nothing. Dog. The city has always been under duress. Like, it's always been murders. Summertimes is always reckless. Still got home invasions, still got robberies, still got drugs up on the block. Even though they done went through Kensington and did what they needed to do, but they right back up in Kensington, right back on the block. The homeless people. But Kensington, they took down a big drug organization. Oh, you're not gonna be able to stop a lot of this. You just not. But it goes to show you that they do know what's going on. They're gonna allow you to keep rocking out and selling drugs to your own people. They're gonna allow you to keep doing that. You know why? They're gonna allow you to keep doing that because they don't give a damn. They're only gonna take you down when they want to get rewarded and say, "Hey, we trying to make the streets safer." Not really. They know what they're doing. Right now, we in the time now where as though they're trying to cripple people, trying to make areas shut down, make people more broke. So in order to do that, it's sad to say it, but you're gonna take the drug organizations down because you know they funding a lot of areas and they probably buying up because they cats do. They be buying up a lot of these buildings. If you look at the coffee shop look pretty nice on the outside. But what it looks like right down in that area off of Cumberland, up in North Philly, like that looks like a nice looking house that got a little bit redone. But you got a lot going on behind those closed doors. It's not coffee being sold though.
Now, those arrested are now facing mostly gun and drug charges. However, Attorney General Sunday says this remains an ongoing investigation. He says they are also looking into whether any of those dozens of guns they seized are connected to any violent crimes around the area. For now, live outside police headquarters, I'm Dan Snyder. We'll send it back to you.
Really? Are they linked to anything? Would you be surprised if any of them are linked to anything? Like real talk. Would you be surprised if any of those guns are linked to anything? No. Why not? Why would you not be surprised? Well, I know I wouldn't. Why would you? No, when you got that many guns on the block, and especially up in that area, the guns are being sold. And they had a lot of guns. Those doing that. Get that little shit. Nah, that's not that type of gun. The boom, boom. This thing. Like, it's never stops, man. It gets to a point where as though certain things like this becomes old. It becomes very old. Not only it becomes old, it's one of those things that make you sit back and say to yourself, it's tiring just to keep seeing this. Damn, but
Meanwhile, cocaine and coffee, it's quite the headline. It is also the name.
hey man, this is where we at now. So, hey, look, they basically gonna get thrown under the jail. They at their old age, whereas though they look like they not gonna be able to take on a lot of that time. You can even see it in the girl. They are rough, rough. They don't even look like they get money like that. That's because they was probably under the radar, but not really under the radar. If you doing that much stuff up there, that means somebody's talking. Amen. Like and subscribe. Y'all be safe out here.